Henry's. This is where I work. I'm the kind of person that when I see something wrong, I can't just sit back and not do something about it. Turns out Henry's might owe us money. You be the judge. Then decide for yourself. Do you want to pay that visa that you owe on? Or maybe buy that new car you've been looking at? Or do you want to keep making donations to the company?
I started working at Henry's Market because my manager assured me that he'd work around my school schedule. And it was great for like a year, but I had an argument with him about my overtime pay. I had worked 3 hours of overtime. I didn't even get paid for one. I talked to him about it, tried to pursue getting paid for it for almost 3 weeks and still didn't get it. My schedule got changed. Basically, he would schedule me during all of my classes rather than working around my schedule. But again, you know, the second that I started asking about my overtime pay, I started getting hassled by my manager.
They're locking the front doors at nighttime on us at night crew, and they've been preventing us from getting back out to our cars to grab our lunches, or if there was any emergencies to go home to. There's no key to unlock the front doors. You know, I'd have to say it's definitely unsafe having them locked at nighttime with no key to unlock them. Well, up to this point, we haven't been given a reason. They've just been blocking them, and until now, we just kind of have to deal with it. With the cutback in the workforce, they did away with the manager, and the key went with the manager. So we've been kind of held against our will in the store until 6 o'clock in the morning.
There are a lot of employees who are working off the clock. So what I had done is I approached one of my friends that worked there, and I had asked her regarding the working off the clock, how do you feel about that? And she just basically shrugged her shoulders and said, I don't know what you're talking about. It's no big deal. I do it all the time.
They've never directly asked us to work off the clock, but when times are tough and there's a lot of work to get done, they've definitely implied in different ways that we just need to get done whatever we have to do to get it done.
I'd have to say the same. I've never had a manager explicitly say, hey, I need you to punch out and finish your load. But they do say, your load better be finished before you leave, and I don't want you working any overtime.
Yeah, well, one of my coworkers, she got reprimanded because her work was not done, so she felt almost pressured to clock out and to stay home so that she didn't get or stay at work so that she didn't get reprimanded for not finishing the work.
People are not going to tell you they're working off the clock. They're just working, and you're going to think that they're working on the clock. But then it started to become like this normal routine that everybody just kept doing, and then that's when I started to question people. I could barely make both ends meet here with my work and my pay and my bills and my daycare service. He wasn't too happy, and my shift and my schedule was changed. Yes, I did ask several of the employees there that I've noticed. I checked their schedule, and then I noticed the time, and they were still working. And some lied. I could tell some were lying that they were being paid, but I know they're not. And I think they were just covering up. You're pretty much being forced to do it, because if not, that is going to be taken away from you, and you could also be replaced as well. And me, as a single mother with 2 kids, I cannot afford losing my job over something like that.
We had a lot of work. We were severely understaffed. And the demands were so great that we had to clock out and keep on working just to make sure that the manager was happy. So, it was something that was practiced on a regular basis. The pressure for you not to be in trouble, or for the manager not to be on you because the list of tasks didn't get done or whatnot. It's so great that, you automatically do it. It's known, it's so normal that, that, I got really busy with customers, and I still have all these things to do. So you automatically just clock out when it's time to go home, and you know that you weren't done. And because you want to avoid that talk, you just come in and finish it, and it's not even a question.
So to find out if you have any cash coming your way, check out where'smymoneyhenrys.com.